This is how we spent $163,000 in 1 month. If you want to find out the profits on that, then wait till the end of the video and we'll tell you. Okay, what's up guys, my name's Harvey and we're going to be doing a quick overview of how we spent $160,000 in 1 month from dropshipping. Just a quick note, $160,000 is £130,000, so I'm going to be talking about it in pounds this whole time just to make it easier. The main cost, the fat cost, the big L cost is the cost of goods. We spent £83,000 on our cost of goods. So our cost of goods is how much it costs us to ship it from China, the supplier in China, straight to the customer, including the product, everything. It's from the supplier to the customer. £83,000 is this many orders, which is the average of this amount per order. The next big cost was our advertising. We only advertised on Facebook and Instagram at that point, and that cost us £41,455. It was this cost per purchase, and this is how much we spent on Instagram, and this is how much we spent on Facebook. The final big cost that people don't usually account for is the fees that Shopify and PayPal take. So on every single transaction that you do through Shopify, I think it's 2.2% plus 30p. And then I think for PayPal it's near 4.5% plus 30p. But it changes based on the country you're selling to and so many factors. So our fees were £5,519, which a lot of people won't equate for when they're calculating their profits. And it's a big chunk of money that you basically lose.
And you can't really avoid it.
You can't avoid it.
You can't negotiate them with them really.
No, you can't avoid it, you can't negotiate it, so you just have to make sure you account for it. A good app you can use for that is Order Metrics, which calculates everything, like your cost of goods, your advertising costs, your fees, discounts, returns, and then the revenue, and it spits out a nice little lump sum for you. All we learned from spending that amount of money is that just because you've got a lot of revenue doesn't necessarily mean that you're making a lot of profit. Usually when you're making a lot of revenue, your profit margins will go down. So what we've learned from this is that high revenue doesn't necessarily mean high profit. Usually when you're doing high numbers like we were doing 10k days sometimes, your profit margin is low. So we were running about 15% profit. Whereas now we're not doing as much revenue, but we're keeping the profit margin high, which also means you have less customers to deal with and just less hassle all round. You know, less opportunity for people to PayPal claim.
And it's more consistent.
And
consistency is good because then you can predict your cash flow easier. Yeah, so you know if you can pay your office, you know if you can pay your employees, you know what you can spend on testing if your cash flow is consistent. Because the worst kind of thing is to be spending money when you're not making any money. So if you've got a consistent store at a lower level, it's better to have that than just blow it all out.
The last thing you might be interested in is how much profit did we make from that. So from $160,000, we were able to make £20,376 profit, which is about 15%. Now, if you want to learn how to make 20k, then definitely subscribe and definitely join our Discord because we're giving out free consultation calls, one-on-one. You know, we don't even ask for anything. We just ask that you be nice to us, and you just say thank you. That's all we want.